Damn, my bad, my bad, my
Yo,
bad,
yo,
my bad. What up?
yo,
What up? What
yo,
up? What up? What
yo,
up?
yo,
What up? What
yo,
up?
yo,
Yo,
yo, yo,
Whistle
yo,
what up,
yo.
Game
fellas?
Podcast. We here.
Round of applause,
Another
baby.
episode.
Super
We
Bowl
made it.
bound, baby. Super
We
Bowl bound.
survived.
yes, baby.
What's going on? How
Hey,
y'all feeling, man?
We good, baby. I'm good
man,
anyway. Shit, you
couldn't
see,
be
I'm rocking
better.
that fresh Purdy. So y'all know I'm the leader of the Purdy committee. I don't want to hear nothing said about my quarterback today. Nothing.
Nothing.
Nothing. Okay.
Nothing.
All
Nothing.
right,
Nothing.
we're gonna leave them alone. I got
What
somebody else I want to talk about though, but
We
we'll get
all
here
into
we
do.
that.
go.
It's a couple people. It's a
Here
couple
we
people.
go. So, for everybody who don't know, it's your boy Ferb, the host of the Whistle Game Podcast. We appreciate you guys tuning in. To my bottom left on my screen, I got my man P. Got something you want to say to the
What's up,
people,
baby?
P?
What's up, baby?
To my bottom right, you got the best dress,
What up? What up? What up? It
also
is I,
known
the
as the
best
coach.
dress. Yeah, the coach. We ready, man. Look, I'm a little trying to fight through it, boy. Long night yesterday, boy. Lord have mercy. I should have been bed by it. I should have took a day. I promise you. I'm struggle bus 2000 for sure. But I'm here for y'all.
Oh
And for everybody, the faithful listeners, you know what I mean. We always talk about the outside boys and the crew and the original crew and different things like that. So for a game like yesterday and for an episode like tonight, we had to bring one of the outside boys on with us,
Yep.
um,
yes, sir.
better known as our boy Clay. You going to introduce
Indeed.
yourself, man?
Indeed. I'm Clay. Definitely a member of the Outside Boys.
Yes,
Before I
sir.
even get started, man, I just want to say I'm so proud of y'all where y'all have taken the Whistle Game podcast. Um, like I told y'all before, I couldn't be on here a lot because the way I work as an athletic director, but I'm definitely tuning in, listening, watching games, talking to referees at the same time. Proud of what y'all have done, and then I really just love the banter. And I mean, I talked to Ferb a little bit ago about man how y'all stepped it up. Y'all got intros, monikers, man. Hey, next thing y'all boys gonna be having sponsorships and stuff, man.
Yeah. Hey,
Hella
we
Fitted,
done
we
came a
working on
long
it. What
way,
up?
baby.
Shout out to Hella Fitted.
Yes,
Yes,
sir. Yes,
sir.
Yes,
sir.
sir.
Shout out to Joe Whiskey.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
We
Yes,
working on it.
sir.
Shout out to Crank up in here. Crank Marketing. Shout out to
Yes,
Crank.
sir. What's up, Crank?
So we working on it.
Hot dope ass video
We work.
last week, boy. Appreciate you.
Yeah, Crank need to come to the Super Bowl. He got some big event in L.A. Talk about he can't make the Super Bowl. I'm telling him I need him at the Super Bowl.
Oh yeah.
So yeah, man. Crank said he a Niner fan now, messing with us. Let's go.
Hey.
Hey, you ain't
Hey,
got no
the one,
choice.
right. The one thing I will say, Crank, I don't know if you ever been to a slingshot, but it'll make you a believer. It'll make you one of the
Yeah, he
faithful.
came. Yo, he
Yeah,
came
he
Yeah,
to
he
the
shot the
shot the
video
video
video.
last
for us,
week.
man.
Yeah, that shit was crazy. That
Yeah,
video
Crank
was
Marketing.
crazy.
Anybody need videos, social media help, all that? Hit up Crank Marketing Services. That'll be $1,500, Crank. But anyway,
Let's see.
yesterday, man. I wasn't able to be with you boys. I'm still up in New York.
Yeah,
I
man.
had a good time with the North Jersey Empire. Shout out to them. Um, how was everybody in the chat? This is what I want to get a feel for. This is what I want to get a feel for. Everybody in the chat, keep it real. Set down 17 at half. Lions are kicking our ass. What's the vibes? What are y'all feeling? Let me get everybody's emotions in the chat. Tell me what y'all was feeling at halftime. What was y'all feeling? How was Slingshot? How was the mood at Slingshot? How was y'all feeling individually?
Oh,
I'll let you
listen,
go,
I
Shador. Go ahead.
listen. I had slingshot still up. Only thing I worried about yesterday, I ain't gonna even lie to you. I never wavered. The only time I wavered was when Moody missed that kick. That was the piss
Ooh,
point for me. I mean, it
We're
was
gonna
only
get to
kicking.
that, but why you have to
Listen,
bring
hold on,
them up
hold on.
so early?
No. I'm saying that's the only in the first half. That was the only time I said, "Damn, this shit over with." It's when Moody missed his kick. I was cool with being down 7-3, but when he missing in 7-0 and then when it scored 14, I said, "Look at this shit here." But again, I was cool with they got 7 on the first drive. We got 3. I think we got a team that can kind of battle back from that. But right before we did Pierre's ceremony, I made that announcement to the crowd. That ain't what we expect to be, but I never let Slingshot get down. We stayed up the whole entire time. I was talking shit all the way through. Now I was drunk. I don't remember much from it, but I was talking shit the whole time. I promise you. Yeah, I ain't feeling nothing from it. Down 17, it didn't bother me for real. And I apologize. I know I'm doing a video from a jail cell. Listen, last night. Listen, last night was a long night, so I'm doing it from a jail cell. Huh? Yeah. It was either that or the front of the Pinto. So I'm in the jail cell doing the show. But I'm here for y'all. Again, I'm here for y'all. But yeah, I never wavered.
I agree with Shenard. I was in the back of Slingshot for the first time, so I was able to see everybody. I was able to hear conversations that I normally wouldn't be a part of, and that was absolutely the sentiment in the room. Just, if we can get a score here and a stop, we right back in the game. I was talking to Jerome, another member of the Outside Boys, and he said that. He said,
the whistle originator. We're going to tell that story later.
The whistle originator. But he said, minus that kick, I like where we at. Our defense just got to make tackles. I couldn't agree with him more at that point. And, all it took was a play here and there, and we was right back in it.
My turn?
It was more than one play.
Okay, yeah. I think I'm a third that on the kick thing. So definitely the kick kind of was like, this is how we're going to do. This is what we came to do today. Like, I would like Nard said, I was cool being down because we fight back. But if we can't get the simple points, like that was a problem for me. So I mean, I still kept my cool. I had a couple more drinks, and it got me to the fourth quarter. So yeah, I wasn't.
The whole bar was flowing with drinks.
Yeah, you definitely had to drink your sorrows away for the first 3 quarters, man. Cause shit, yeah, it was rough.
Listen,
what it was
everybody
like in Jersey.
In the chat, let me see y'all emotions at halftime. I want to see everybody emotions at halftime. Listen,
what was it like in Jersey? What was it like in Jersey? Tell us the story there. How the building was.
It was sad as shit at halftime. Listen.
Hey, that's the truth, though. Yeah.
No, I should say that. First of all, they have a nice vibe. They have a nice bar. DJ was rocking. Obviously I'm from New York, so they was playing DMX. They was playing all the shit that y'all talk about. Was on my iPad and my playlist selection. So the DJ, it was good to me. I was like, hey.
We didn't talk about what was on there. We talking about that what was not on there. It was
on there, right?
Okay.
We talking about what's not on there. Yeah, say that.
Okay. So yeah, the vibes were good. The vibe, great atmosphere, vibes was good, but probably just like majority of the people, they thinking season's over, no way we can come back, blah blah blah. And I didn't have much reception in there. So I kept walking back to the front to get reception. Everybody I'm texting, our group chat, Keisha Linton, that's in the chat. You know what I text you. Kay from the Bay. My man Monty, of course, was with me. He could tell you. DB was with me. Shout out to DB in New York representing Charlotte. Everybody that's in there. Listen, I felt like I almost had, one of them Tim Tebow moments. You remember Tebow National Championship?
For sure.
30 minutes for the rest of our life. Yo, I was in there like, yo, we gonna win this game. I'm texting everybody like, we gonna win this game. I'm telling my friends, people who are not 49er fans, like, yo, by the end of the fourth quarter, 21-24. That's all I kept saying. 21-24, 21-24, 24-21-24. One of my OGs, Big Ken, shout out to Big Ken. He bet me 50. He bet me 50 push-ups. Because, I'm saying 21-24. They already had 24 points. So I'm saying pretty much they're not going to score in the third quarter. I'm like, yeah, they're not going to score. He bet me 50 push-ups. He still owe me on 50 push-ups. I get that when I get back to Charlotte. And boom, end of the third quarter, what happened? Tied game. Or we was up 3-1. I think tied game. Listen, my faith never wavered. That's why I made sure I went outside and got the post up on Facebook to let everybody know. Like, yo, we supposed to be the faithful. We 49ers faithful. So we got to remain faithful in this thing and see the shit through. And I just had a belief that we was gonna win the game, bro. Like, obviously, I've never played in no big ass game like this. Like y'all haven't, but I'm sure we probably played in some little league or high school. I remember P, you telling me, but when you coach Miles in the little league baseball, like we've played in some, I've done some tense things. I honestly think the Lions just didn't know how to win. They just didn't know how to think. Look at my man Monty. He right there in the chat. I'm telling you, bro, I never wavered. Never. I told everybody in the bar. I was texting y'all. I'm saying, yo, we gonna win this game. It was me and another dude in the bar who was with me the whole time.
Hey,
I didn't see your
game once we scored
till after, but I saw the time.
Yeah.
You definitely called.
Yeah, because of my text, because the text wasn't coming through. That's why I made sure the Facebook post went up so everybody know. Like, yo, I came after the fact of when we started scoring. Nah, when we was down 17, I'm like, yo, we gonna win this game.
Hey,
not wavering.
Brad.
Let's go.
Hey, Brad, change your name then. You're gonna go from the host to the prophet.
You got a point. You got a point.
You the prophet, my guy. Go on,
Y'all really yo.
I got a question for Monty since he in the chat. Hey, what was Brad's expression on his face when Moody missed that field goal?
Hey, I ain't gonna lie. I knew you wasn't there, Brad, I knew you wasn't there. But I start looking around for you as if you was in there.
Anytime Moody do something, we look for Brad. Where he at? That's your boy. When I walked up to Shenard, I say, look at Brad, boy. Look at this boy. Where he at?
Yo, y'all would have jumped to Moody. Let's talk about Moody. My man Moody missed the kick.
Where do we start though? Do we start that we all were not really sold on the third round pick that he is, or do we just start with he hasn't lived up to the billing of a third round kicker that we could have used somebody else? Like, I mean, although you keep having faithful, I get we the faithful. At some point, we got to be realistic, man.
Right. Is it a mental thing? What is it though?
Listen, I'm gonna say this. The prophet said something. The prophet said something, and I got a feeling that it's gonna come true. Listen, I hate this. Hold on. I knew it did something. Listen. Go ahead, dog. Listen, the prophet said something. The prophet said something, and I know it's probably going to come true this way. I think we're going to end up winning the Super Bowl, and it's going to be on the leg of Moody. That's not going to give me. Listen. I feel that coming. I feel it coming. I'm not a Moody fan at all. Moody gives me heartburn. Listen, hold on. He gives me heartburn and ulcers. Like, I'm not trying to feel it out right now. Listen,
no, let me say this though.
I do think that Brad hit around the head that we're going to win a Super Bowl at the leg or because of the leg of Moody. That doesn't take away the pain he has caused us this year or the BS or how he should be performing. No, hell no. He just be a Super Bowl winning kicker. That's it. He'll still be on my shit list of people. Like this weekend, I was walking around asking, why is 20 still in the lineup? 20 should have been so far down the bench.
Bad boy too,
bro. My goodness,
he didn't play bad yesterday.
Man, you crazy? You crazy? That's what I got to see. But yeah, you better look.
Your hoodie must have still been tight or something, or cover your eyes. Was your hoodie cover your eyes or something?
Yeah, he do that. It's like a man that's been cheated on. He don't think his wife can do no wrong no more. So he closed a blind eye to the foolishness that she do. So yeah.
I'm just glad that Jersey didn't have to see the version of Brad if we lost by 3 points and Moody was the reason, because he don't want to talk to nobody. He don't want to see nobody. Nothing. He throwing the party and want to kick everybody out.
Listen, so there's a bridge, New York and New Jersey. There's a bridge to get to Jersey, and me and Monty rode together. And I told him, so you might have to drive. If I drive, I might just drive off the bridge if we lose. Just right off the bridge.
Hey, you be looking like that too, man. Cats be whispering like, "Hey, Ferb, all right?" Like, yeah, just give me 5 minutes. Bro. 5 minutes later, it's like, give me 10 minutes.
I hate watching the game with Brad, to be honest with you. I love Brad to death,
Man,
but I hate watching the football game with him. He is the
man,
worst person to watch. He like the person that talk in the middle of a movie. Don't go down that hallway. Nigga, shut up.
what you doing?
Shut the fuck up. He's
I
that
was
guy.
like, Brad, they can't hear you,
And I
Brad.
was just,
You know you can't. They can't
I
hear
was,
you.
and I was just like that yesterday too. But we had the place rocking. I'm telling you, nice vibes. Like I said, shout out to the North Jersey Empire, man. But what y'all want to start on? What side of the ball? Offense or defense? Hold on, real quick
Let's go
before we get
defense.
to everybody in the
Let's
chat.
go defense, baby.
If Moody, the game is tied 17-17 in 2 weeks, and Moody makes the
Ooh.
game-winning field goal, and we win the Super Bowl 20-17, is all forgiven? Yes or no in the chat? That's all I want
Every
to know.
time he get up
It's
there,
all
I feel like I'm
forgiven.
playing with my son. Peekaboo.
That's not a fair question because it'll be all forgiven.
Hell
We'll win the Super Bowl. The season is over. We can't hold
Is he
anything against
is
the
he
season over.
is he now a trusted
No,
kicker? Yes or no?
Trusted?
no, no.
I don't care
If
if
he
he
wins
do
us
win.
the
I still don't
Super
trust him.
Bowl,
No.
oh my gosh! All
No.
right, what side of the ball
I,
y'all want to get to? Everybody's saying no. God, dog, my man
Yeah.
will win us the Super Bowl just for this year. That's a
Mm,
tough one. Oh my gosh! Look, they
yeah,
go
no.
Rome outside. Talking about no, he just did his job.
Thank you.
exactly.
Tell him wrong.
Shout
Yo,
out to
Yeah.
Rome.
what
Shout out to Rome,
offensive
man.
defense? What side of the ball y'all want to hit first?
Let's take this defense first. Let's go and get this negativity out the air. My goodness.
Hey, I'm gonna
Let's
start with the positive, man. Big Fred
No, hold up.
finally showed up, baby.
Hold on, let's go. Let's go with what Chanel's talking about.
Okay.
Because that's a great statement, great opening statement question. What negativity is there or should there be?
I'm gonna just start first. I mean, first of all, hell of a second half adjustments. That's probably the best second half adjustments that I've seen this year. Being down 17, understanding your offense needs stops for you to be able to get back into this ball game, and hearing just some of the post game interviews of the leadership that Fred showed, and Bosa actually coming out of his shell and becoming a captain and becoming a leader and being a vocal leader in the locker room. Those things are to be commended. However, at some point, we cannot let Kansas City come out and do the same thing and put up these numbers or these yards. We not playing with enough intensity. We're not taking enough chances early in the game. We're not trying to dictate this game. We look so vanilla. We look
Hmm.
so vanilla in the first half of this game, and I think that's why, they were able to move the ball on us. Last podcast, I said to you guys already, I said we're so disciplined on defense. Offenses know where we're going to be. They know we're going to be in four, we're going to be in our rush lanes, and they can kind of make decisions based on what we're going to do because we're so vanilla. We're not throwing anybody a curveball. We don't have any exotic blitzes. We don't have a whole. We haven't ran back. I think you put it up last week, Brad, where Bosa and Chase was standing up in A gap. We haven't shown that look again. Like there's so many things that we have not shown and we have not practiced, and we just don't have any curveballs to throw anybody. So we're very, very vanilla, and people are taking advantage of us being so vanilla, playing rushing 4, sitting 7, and trying to make throwing windows. They just game plan against it, and those are the things that cost us. I mean, I think I'm so happy what I gave. Dan Campbell credit for being so aggressive. That same aggressive got his ass whooped. So we appreciate you being aggressive. But he was trying to put a nail in the coffin yesterday. It ain't had nothing to do with whatever. They were trying to put the nail in the coffin.
Oh
They
yeah.
were trying to put the
And
nail
you
in the
said it
coffin
too.
against us.
And we just got to play 4 downs.
Yep, absolutely. He tried to put a nail in the coffin. I mean, on 2 different occasions, maybe even 3, that I know he tried to put a nail in the coffin. He could have took 3 points, but now he's like, nah. We finna be 28 because if Gibbs don't fall down on the screen or the outside run, I mean that game is 28-7 early,
That's right
and
before
then
halftime.
right before halftime. So again, I just think we're very, very vanilla on defense. Again, great second half adjustments, but we got to start. We got to start the game with more energy, more sacrificing, trying to dictate the game, whatever. So that's my thing. Anybody else can take it from here. Defense.
Yeah, I agree with you. I thought we were way too vanilla in the first half. We weren't even disguising coverage. We was just letting Goff just see what was in the base defense. On top of that, being vanilla, our defensive ends were so undisciplined yesterday. It felt like they were taking one step and then just shooting straight down the line. So that was something that I hated to see because it's been a consistent thing all year. Additionally, I thought we took some poor angles with trying to make tackles, a lot of arm tackles, where Gibbs had the edge on with speed and things like that. I heard a lot of folks saying Gibbs just kept getting the edge. No, we just weren't doing our job. I think in football, especially, I'm a basketball guy, but in football especially, you got to be one of 11. You got to do your job and expect the next man to do his. And for me, those defensive ends, if they do their job, they allow Fred Warner, Drake Greenlaw to be the Pro Bowl and all pro linebackers that they are. But in missing those assignments, not being disciplined, they really just put everybody else at a disadvantage, whether it was the tackles or even just having to do more to overcompensate for the lack of discipline that they had. I did like the second half adjustments, but I will say this. I would like to see over these next 2 weeks how we can even get better. Because although we did win that game, Detroit dropped a couple crucial balls that could have sustained some drives or even put up a couple more points. We won that game, don't get me wrong, but they dropped some balls that if you're coming back to the huddle, I know your quarterback saying, hey, you got to catch that one. Or guys are looking at you like, hey, come on, man, this is the big one.
Right. I think for me, Detroit was killing us with. They was killing us on the run game in the first half. They was running the ball up our neck, down our throat, like the whole first half. Luckily, they went away from it in the second half. You don't think so? No, they didn't go away from the run.
No. I was just trying to make sure I meant up my neck, down my throat. That's pause.
So,
like I got
pause. My bad. Yeah, it came out wrong, but yeah, they ran the ball down our throat, man. That's what I was going. That's better. That's how better. Yeah, they ran the ball down our throat, baby. So, yeah, luckily, I don't know if it was our adjustment or they just stopped running the ball and went to the pass game. But that allowed us to get back in the game, I think, and kind of slow the tempo down once they got away from the run game in the second half. So that's what that was my take on the defense. I don't know. Again, I don't know if it was our adjustment or they just saw something different. They wanted to switch it up.
Let me ask the coach this. Nard, did you feel like they were just not even walking linebackers up or like disguising the coverage as much as I did? I mean, maybe it was just me.
Yeah, bro, that's our defense. I can answer that one. That's our defense.
Again, that's
but it felt like it was every play though. Like,
listen, I've been saying
I'm
for
used
a
to Fred walking up in that A gap and peeling out.
Listen, I seen it. Listen, just like you draw it on the board, they can determine. Okay, listen, we're gonna give this. The Niners gonna be here. Fred gonna be at 5 yards. He gonna drop to 15. That's what it's gonna be like. We so doggone robotic sometimes. Like, where's the flavor, right? But I'm Clay. You said something that was super, super critical to me. 111. I've seen Bosa quit a couple times on a couple outside runs, a couple just hustle plays, like getting caught in the screen, got too far to the field, and just kind of. Again, we got one time to win. This is not a basketball. This is not a best of 7, like basketball is. This is football. You got one chance, one game, and the season starts over. I need to see those guys sacrifice everything they have to take Patty Mahomes off this throne. Again, I've seen too many people quit, like the what is it, a toss or whatever, the long run that Gibbs had when he did the spin move and all that. Like, where are the bodies flying? Where are the bodies? Like, somebody's supposed to lose a shoulder or something. But y'all see my boy Dre? Y'all see my boy Dre? My boy Dre about damn near gave himself a concussion for us yesterday. You hear me?
Hey, he almost lost half his body.
he almost lost a limb.
But listen, I think though, so I think we've had this discussion a couple of different times. I think this is somewhat the defense Kyle wants to run. As much as we as fans and everybody else wants to see blitzing wants to see X, Y, Z happening in fourth. I think this is what Kyle wants. He wants conservative defense. This bend but don't break. Because he's involved. He's involved as much as we give Steve Wilkes. Kyle is involved. So if he wants more pressure, all he has to do is to tell him, like, let's have a game plan pressure this week. He's not telling Steve what to call, when to call it, but I think he agrees with this philosophy, obviously. And to be honest with you guys, as much as we don't like it, the shit is working.
First of all, hold on, Brad. I'm gonna say this as the coach. Our current defense gonna be the perfect game plan come Super Bowl, which is crazy, right? We got two great.
Same thing I'm thinking too. We got the KC. Yeah,
we got two great cover linebackers, and his favorite target is Kelsey. Right? We're gonna be 4. Where we're gonna they got the worst right tackle in football. Right? You got a 4-man rush where we're gonna be able to create some pressure. We don't want him because what Patty Mahomes is, he likes to have 5 and 6 comes because he know he can figure out what a one-on-one is. He can figure out where he gonna slip. You know, all these magician plays that he made over the weekend, them little runs on 3rd and 4th down, like those things won't happen a lot against us. I don't hope anyway. If they do, we're gonna lose the game. But if we can rush with 4 and we can make the wall come down and make him throw the ball in that 7-man back end, we're gonna be okay. Again, we know he's looking for his security blanket in Kelsey. If he makes somebody else a superstar in Rice or any one of those guys this weekend, so will be. That's what he's gonna have to do to win a Super Bowl, because right now Kelsey won't be one. Kelsey won't. We won't make Kelsey the X factor on 2 Sundays from now. We won't make Kelsey the X factor. So with our current defense right now, that's the defense that's going to win us a Super Bowl. Much as we don't like it, we got here. We're at the game that we want to be at, and I think the current defense that we're running right now, much as we fuss about it, what we want to see game in and game out, this may be the perfect solution. A slow pace, muddy the game up, and I think I'm gonna say this. I'm gonna step out on faith. We're gonna see why we were in such a rush to get Hargrave off the free agent list. I think that's my early prediction that Hargrave is gonna show us why we needed him off that free agent list, and that's why I'm gonna say it. We're gonna rush for Hargrave, gonna be a dog.
That's the problem, but that's the thing though, because we only looking at the end result stats. Let's play a game real quick. How many tackles do you think he had yesterday? Since we all think he probably played so poorly. Hargrave.
I don't think he played poorly.
Hargrave.
And for me, D tackles, their production isn't based on tackles. I want to see that pocket pushed. I want to see you disrupt some of those holes that the running backs are going to get. I don't need you to just have 8 tackles or even 5 tackles. I just need you to be a disruptor.
How many pressure between him and Armstead? How many pressures you think they had yesterday?
We had 2 sacks yesterday. We probably had 6 pressures, 4 pressures all yesterday. Do you know the answer, Brad, or you just asked it?
I know the answer. That's what I'm asking. Because here's the thing. 4. Them boys have 7 pressures just between them 2.
Okay.
Again,
Armstead had 4 pressures. On that 4 down, Armstead is the one that put the pressure and moved Golf out the pocket.
Okay. What I'm saying is this.
They have 7 pressures between the both of them.
But here's what I'm saying. There was a time when Hargrave was named behind
the sacks, not the pressure.
Aaron Donald. He was compared to Aaron Donald with being the second best defensive tackle. I want that kind of pressure. Show me, give me a great value version of Aaron Donald, and I'll be okay. Like, Absolutely. Give me a great value version of Aaron Donald, and I'll be okay if Hargrave is bringing it. I haven't seen it.
Especially this week coming. I mean, next week coming up.
I haven't seen. That's all I'm asking for. I ain't asking for Target. I ain't asking for Target. I'm asking for great value. Walmart. Yep. That's all. Walmart version.
I think I agree with you. Early look ahead to the Chiefs game. With Tooney out, the All-Pro guard, between Armstead and Hargrave, they got to dominate that guard, the replacement guard that's in there, and push the pocket from the middle. But what about the secondary? Who do you think led the tackles in the secondary?
I want to get back to your point, though. I don't think Shanahan is okay with what is. Maybe the scheme, yes, but the look on his face to me said it all. Where something ain't clicking, something need to be said, or we need to change something up. He looked absolutely disgusted in that first half, and for
I
me,
think it was more because they wasn't getting off the field, but not the scheme
whatever
and
it
stuff.
is, for whatever it is. But for me, I think going back to something you said, I don't think he necessarily is changing things because he's known as an offensive guru. If we got this guy who's supposed to be a defensive guru, I think he's trying to give him his space and opportunity to be who we say and who he hired him to be. That doesn't necessarily mean we're going to pull your card or whatever the case may be. I got this offense, but I need you to get it together on defense.
Yeah, but see, as the offensive guru, that means you know defenses, so he can help Wilkes out on the defensive side. Like I said, he might not be in 100% of the defensive meetings, but he know what the fuck is going on that side of the ball.
Right, but you don't want to split your roles either, though.
He just not telling Wilkes, hey, call this double A blitz gap on this down and stuff like that. But he knows the game plan. When we go into the game plan is, hey, let's make sure we do X, Y, and Z. He's involved. He knows what's going on. But let me ask you this: secondary. Who do y'all think led in tackles in the secondary?
I think Gibson came up, made quite a few tackles. So I would either say Gibson and maybe Ambry.
I don't think
you
it was
think
Ambry.
Snore? I see you.
Might have been Ambry.
They throw to him enough. He should.
Yeah.
Listen, my boy not yesterday. My boy, Jair Brown, he had 10 tackles.
I was gonna
yesterday.
say Brown. That's why I'm gonna say Brown because Brown is a.
He was all over the field yesterday. They let the rookie. They let him go, and he should have been playing last
tackles,
week.
Though, right? He had 10 tackles.
10 tackles.
Yeah,
I was gonna say Brown, but Jair was all over the place.
But here's the
even
thing.
On those trick plays, not the reverse for the touchdown, but on the flea flicker back, he was all over the wide receiver. He didn't get beat on it. He didn't get beat because he was. Yeah.
And here's the thing, but Brad, you got to understand, the game plan was to go at him and Ambry, because if you got a rookie that hadn't played in a big game like this, had never been to playoff before, had missed some time out with an injury, and also got pulled, made his confidence is down from being pulled last week, that's who you go at. From a coach's standpoint, I want to continue to beat on that dead horse. So, yeah, they went at him, so he had an opportunity to make. Now, he played well. I'm so happy to get Buddy from Tampa, Ryan. What's my boy name?
Logan Ryan.
Logan Ryan. Listen, whatever they got to do to keep Logan Ryan on the punt team and the kickoff team, I'm straight with that.
Well, my young boy. Hold on, before you attack him, because when Ambry got hurt, he actually came in the game for the slot, which I was shocked at.
I saw that.
He came in the game and played slot, and he made a big play yesterday too.
Listen,
when he came in for Ambry in the slot.
I am super happy with us having veterans around our young guys. I believe in that. I don't know how many episodes I got to say that I believe in having the vets in the locker room. But Jair needs to play, right? We know this is Gibson's last game coming up. Next year, I expect to see Brown and Hufanga in the secondary. Our secondary is getting younger. We need to be able to take our couple picks and find us a couple corners, because Lenore is playing great. Mooney Ward is playing great, but we need to start to build up the people that's behind them, right? You need to figure out if Walmart going to be able to get on the field. We got to figure out what Ambry's going to be able to do. We can have depth with Ambry, but I don't think Ambry's going to be able to hold on to his spot much longer. Oliver has to have another season under his belt to figure out where he is. Again, this is an opportunity for us to get a couple secondary guys, a couple defensive guys. Maybe a backup a swing safety they can kind of go free safety and strong safety behind Brown and Hufanga, because if Hufanga have any setbacks in his injury recovery. Again, that's how we need to build this team. But we're talking about right now. I like Brown being on the field. I like young guy. I like him. He enthused. When I hear him talk, he's years above his age. I mean, if you hear his maturity when he does interviews and his play and understand and be able to communicate with the rest of the defense, he's years ahead of where he's supposed to be. So give those young guys a chance and let the older guys, let the vets continue to support them and encourage them to be well and get their mind ready for whatever's going on. Let them be coaches and additional coaches in that room. But I like Brown on the field. I figured he was probably the leading tackle in the secondary.
Yeah. Hey, Michael Wilson, we've said this before on a previous. If Hufanga was playing, this would be a totally different defense. He's the wild card out there. He is the guy. Like he's not going to line up in the traditional safety spot. He's going to be all over the field. He's going to play a lot of robber coverage. I mean, he's an animal. He's a game changer for this defense. If he was out there, it wouldn't even be it would be crazy. But let's go to the offensive side of the ball. Being that we some time in now. What's up, man? Brock Purdy.
Hey, I love the rushing. I love the rushing yards. I love the rushing yards on Brock.
Listen, hold on. Let me give you the stats. Second half, 13 of 16, 174 yards, 1 touchdown, 49 yards.
I think we're just starting to see a winner. I mean, 2 years in a row he's in the NFC title game. Who knows where we are last year had he stayed healthy. Right. And then this year to get in the Super Bowl in his first full year as a starter is impressive to me. Shout out to the best dressed who last preseason gave Purdy his props. I ain't gonna even lie, I wasn't looking at the quarterbacks last year in the preseason. But Nard saw something. But I will say yesterday, Purdy showed me something that I didn't know he could do. He stayed calm and he broke tackles in the pocket, got outside the pocket, set his feet, made throws. I love the throw that he made to Juice on the sideline.
Oh, yeah.
A fullback putting 10 toes down is impressive anyway, but to make that throw, put it right where it needs to be, where we can get that first down, keep the chains moving, said a lot. Coming out of halftime to just come in with so much I mean, he pulled his nuts up, man, and put everybody on his back. You know what I mean?
You mean let him drop?
Yeah, and for me, I think
pause.
And for me, though, I just think the media has been unfair to Purdy, because I don't want my quarterback to be anything but who he is. He's been a winner. He's been somebody who's made throws at the right time. On time and on target all year. The one thing that I say with Purdy, which I say with all quarterbacks, is pressure does, affect his launch pad or his throwing pad, but that's everybody. Mahomes included, Brady included.
He leads the league when he's pressured.
But what I'm saying is
Debo was on the field.
The game against the Ravens, when they got to him, got in his face, those were the games.
Debo was on the field. Debo was on the field.
Well, y'all know how I feel about Debo. I been leaving Debo charge.
Hold on, Clay. Hold on, Clay. My bad. I got to cut you off. So, P, you still not giving Brock no credit.
I did, man.
No.
I represent. I gave him respect.
No, you're not. By you making that statement, that you're saying he needs Debo to win.
I didn't say that. I said
he looked good. I don't think there's nothing wrong with that.
No, I'm saying he looked good when he got Debo out there. Yeah, they compliment each other.
There's nothing wrong with that.
And then when he don't have Debo, and when he don't have Debo,
it's a different Brock. It's a different
Brock.
There's
nothing wrong with that.
Yeah, that's all I'm just saying. You ain't gonna trick my words up tonight.
Oh my gosh, here we go. P, you ain't feeling Brock, bro.
That's absolutely false, baby.
He just won a game without Debo last week.
Brad, this is almost like so reverse roles. So then what are you saying?
It's a different
It's almost reverse roles because all three of us was on this 30K long before you.
Finish it up, Clay.
You just trying to grab the steering wheel and drive it. You putting that thing in.
Nah, P's off. P's off. P's been off for some reason. He thinks Brock needs the weapons.
No, I didn't say that. I never said that.
I don't want to see him without the weapons though. So it shouldn't even matter.
Exactly.
What?
I don't like to
Why?
see Brock without his weapons out there, his go-tos, because it's pressure. Like you got to have
Listen,
somebody to release that pressure off of you, and I
Pierre,
think Debo complements that.
Once upon a
In
Pierre,
my
time, they were
opinion.
saying
Yep.
Brady didn't have enough weapons,
Pierre,
and then they got him
Yes,
Moss
sir.
and the tight ends and stuff like that,
Hey,
man.
Pierre.
how I'm
Hold on,
letting this guy? How I'm letting
Pierre,
Trey Lance up there
Pierre,
get on me?
The
Pierre,
Trey was
fan
your
club
guy.
president
Because
of Trey
I'll
Lance,
never make that statement. Let Shannon go.
Pierre,
Go
Pierre.
ahead,
Listen,
I'm
since he
listening.
brought up Trey
I,
Lance.
Pierre, I told you there will be no Trey Lance slander on this episode tonight. You hear me?
Trey
That's one.
Lance. Trey
Listen,
Lance. Okay,
no, Brock Purdy. Been no
there
Brock
you
Purdy
go.
slander on here tonight.
And I
What,
didn't. I didn't say anything. But
Yes,
go
you
ahead.
did.
bro?
That's a
You, but
slander.
no, bro, you killing my man right now. Let me say this.
Yeah.
Listen, the 2 runs that he had last night. Had Josh Allen made those runs, it'll be on ESPN every second of the day on how he's such a clutch quarterback. The same
Right.
runs that Lamar made, the same scramble out of the box that Patrick Mahomes made. He made 2 plays last night with
Yeah, he
his
did.
feet. Hold
With
on,
his
he did
feet
this.
moving, making tackles. Yeah.
Ho. He did the same thing last week when the game was on the line. He took off and made another play with his feet. Again, sometimes I think people underestimate Brock, and I think you fall into what the media is. So I'm gonna turn your cape off for a little while because I think you fall into what the
Get his
media
ass.
get.
Get
Yeah, I
his
think you fall
ass.
into what the media say because he doesn't have the strongest arm. He's not the biggest, this, that, and the third. He's not really loud and cocky and arrogant like the Patrick Mahomes. He's not getting the media hype that everybody else gets. However, the same plays Jalen Hurts made rushing, uh, Patrick Mahomes made rushing, Josh Allen
Hey,
has
thumbs
made
up.
rushing. Listen, every
Hey,
time.
how you
Hold
get the
on.
thumbs up? How you get the
Hey,
thing right there?
That's the
hey,
iPhone
chill.
thing.
Go ahead, keep going.
But you are doing a disservice to Brock Purdy, the 49ers, with not understanding how clutch those plays are. Because he could sit back there and try to make a throw. He made it with his, and he sacrificed everything. This boy's diving for the first down both times. Last
Oh
week
yeah.
game, yesterday games, that's a winning quarterback. I don't care what you say.
Absolutely.
We're in this game because of his play last night.
Absolutely.
We're in
So
this game because
so
of his
you
play.
saying I
Real
never
quick.
said?
Hold on.
I think the biggest thing
No,
that's
but hold on.
overstated in this,
Hold on.
though,
Real quick. Also, besides the run, the athletic ability to get out of the pocket, do the cardinal sin, which is throw across your body and hit 3rd and Juwan for the first down.
impressive.
What?
Impressive. But I
Yeah,
will live
impressive.
And he
by
needs
I
Debo?
want my
He needs
quarterbacks
Debo for
to
that?
have weapons.
Listen,
I'm living by that.
Brock,
I'm gonna live by
Brock,
I want my quarterbacks to have weapons. And I'm not gonna
Of
sit here and say
course.
Brock Purdy isn't
Of
bad, but
course.
I'm also not gonna sit here and say he don't have a hell of a supporting cast when it comes to those special
listen,
teams.
ho.
Maybe the best running back, maybe the best open field wide receiver, and I think the most underrated wide receiver in NBA. Now, with all that being said, Brock Purdy has moved into my top 5 to 7 quarterbacks.
Hey, listen, hold on. With that being said, the biggest compliment that Brock Purdy has given himself and is showing, he understands. He say he has a gunslinger mentality. Those plays that he made yesterday is a gunslinger mentality. Getting outside the box, taking chances,
Yep.
putting it where only his receiver can get it, throwing back across his body, knowing when to pull up, knowing when to run. That's a gunslinger's mentality. And if you talk about the best gunslingers in the league, you got 2 of them getting ready to play in 2 weeks. We got 2 of them play, and that's what you're not getting. He has that
But
gunslinger mentality.
they don't
And if
consider
you,
him a gunslinger. That's the problem.
yeah,
Only we,
okay.
because we see him every week.
Listen, I tell you what, we couldn't have got this kind of performance out of 10. If it became 10 to be a doggone gunslinger,
Oh
we
no.
would have never got this version of it.
I tried to tell y'all the first year we went to the Super Bowl.
are being successful because of this boy Brock Purdy has a gunslinger mentality. He's feared by little or nothing.
So what I love about Brock is he move his feet, he
Here we
extend
go.
the play with his feet. No, I'm gonna give you an honest opinion. He extends the play with his feet. He goes through multiple routes. He don't just focus in on one receiver, and he's throwing the ball down the field. Those are 3 keys that I love about Brock. However, again, I'm gonna leave the however out, but when Debo was out there, like Brock is on his A game all the time, but he's really on his A game when Debo. That's all I was saying.
It's like
that's all I was saying.
But what you're giving is like a backhand compliment. It's like it's like the saying like shorty. It's not your booty. I mean, that's your beauty. It's your booty. Like you're saying, it's like like shorty. Like you look okay, but your feet are ugly. Like, bro, is he good or is he not? He don't like. Yes, we want him to have Debo, but he's not good because of Debo. Like Purdy's good, bro. Purdy's good.
I just said that. Okay, move on to the next thing, man. Get off of Brock, man.
You saying he needs things, but what about this offense? So coming into the game, the Lions' rush defense supposed to be number 2 in the league. Never gave up nobody over 70 yards. McCaffrey 90 yards, 2 touchdowns yesterday. What about his performance?
McCaffrey was going for the hat trick before he got the concussion and had the head injury on the sideline right before the last play, and then Elijah came in and got that easy touchdown. But he was going for a hat trick. I seen the hat trick happening. Again, we just kept chipping at it.
Kept chipping for sure.
Yeah, it kept chipping. One thing I said about the offense before I get on, I mean, McCaffrey, who he is, I want to see more shots down the field. I need to see more one-on-ones, creating the one-on-ones, and that's what I thought we did early in the year is create the one-on-ones for BA. And maybe they are playing coverage where they're rolling the safety to BA side more often. But I want to be able to see some of those formations that create the one-on-ones and let BA have a chance to run his double moves or his great route running skills. Yeah. I think that's going to separate us come Super Bowl is having more shots, 2 or 3 shots to BA in a one-on-one situation where we create by formation, motion, or whatever else that way, or play design. And we're going to have
Brandon only had 3 catches, Brandon, right?
He had a big one, though.
What about the catch he had yesterday? Shit.
Yeah.
He had 3 catches for 68 yards and a touchdown.
Great awareness by the kids.
Early in that first half, there was a couple of times where our offensive line, interior linemen, our guards got manhandled. And I think that had us go away from some of those deeper routes where we had some reverses like multiple times in a series and a little shallow crossing routes and things like that. I want to see our O-line, especially the interior offensive line, hold up just a little bit longer so we can take those shots that Nard was talking about. We can only get double moves if that pocket ain't collapsed.
Yeah, they got to Brock a couple of times yesterday, so yeah, they got him sacked back-to-back sacks too. Yeah, we gotta fix that.
Yeah, but that was like late in the game. That was later in the game.
Yeah, they were still back-to-back though.
I think we did a good job with Hutchinson. Like my man William in the chat just said, did y'all see the Kittle pancake? He pancaked his ass yesterday.
Pancaked the dog shit out of him. But that's what you want. Like, that's what you want. And then Kittle started talking trash to him once he pancaked him. He talked him all the way back to the huddle.
Of course, always.
Yeah, he talked him all the way back to the huddle.
Yo, one thing about Hutchinson, though, I did not know that boy was 6'7". I thought he was 6'4", 6'5", but that boy 6'7".
Yeah. 6'7".
He's huge, bro. He's huge.
Wow.
Knocking down passes at the line.
That's a big boy. No wonder Kittle ain't had but 1 catch. He was blocking all day.
Yeah, you got to chip. You had to help out, bro. The Brock going across his body was major. That was a big time play for Brock. The throw to Juice, the runs,
stiff arm by CMC,
the stiff arm CMC,
the catch and awareness by BA.
Yeah,
bro, that was a dope catch.
That was a dope catch right there.
But here's the thing. Like even today in the media saying that the guy dropped the interception that could have closed the game out. Did y'all not see the flag that came in? The flag was going to be a pass interference. Like, what are we talking about?
They picked up the flag.
They picked it up, but he definitely impeded his route concept though. That was clear.
But it wouldn't have been pass interference because they picked up the flag.
That would have been a hell of a flag to pick up without him catching that pass. It's easy to pick it up when he catch it and make a miraculous catch.
Correct. I agree with Clay. That's my sentiment there. Totally it's a pass interference if he doesn't catch that ball. That's why he
great awareness though. Great.
Yeah, and way to not give up on the play. I know Nard talked about the defense quitting on a couple plays, certain people, but to not give up on that play was huge. Because as a wide receiver, even if it is getting ready to be an interception, you got to get in there to knock it down.
Listen, I'm gonna change it up real quick because I know we're getting ready to end the show here in the next 10 minutes or so. Two moments that stood out to me. Seeing Debo take his knee at the end of the game just to take it all in. Me watching those videos going viral on the internet. That was one of the things that I reshared on my page on Instagram was seeing Debo being able to sit there and take it all in through all the injuries he's been through, being in the lineup, out of lineup, all the media where people just coming from him, from the Gardner Johnsons to the cornerback from the Philadelphia Eagles, like Bradbury, whoever, like him being able to take on and being the heartbeat of this offense or this team. That's one of the things I think. The second part is understanding this is the first Super Bowl that he may go down to be the best tackle ever to play football has ever been in, left tackle, in Trent Williams. Those are two stories that I want to bring more attention to as we watch this thing unfold in the next 2 weeks, as we look at some of the interviews going into the Super Bowl. Those are two things that the two leaders on our team, our emotional leaders, the people that's out front taking all the camera time when they were coming out with the speaker coming out with the rest of the team, leading our team onto the field. Seeing those two guys understand how important this moment is. And then I think the last one is what you put, Brad, is the video that we put out that's been going crazy on the internet is Kittle saying, I'm going to be back here.
Yeah,
I'll be back here.
Before ESPN and Bleacher Report picked it up, we put it out first.
Absolutely.
Game? Let's go.
What's the game, baby?
Those three moments right there, and seeing, I didn't see Kittle reaction after the game last night, but that video that you put out to say he manifests that he's going to be here again, and they did whatever it took for him to be there again. Those are three stories I got. If you guys got any stories, go ahead and add them. Any people think we need to be watching the next 2 weeks, go ahead and put it out there before we close out the show today.
For me, it's simple. It's all about the window. In the 90s, you got the Buffalo Bills, who were great teams, but will never be remembered except for losing it over and over and over. We've had a good run at this thing. We had some great players. I think John Lynch has done an exceptional job of bringing in talent. I know our group chat go crazy every off season of who we want to come in, who we want to be signed, and things like that. Right. But going back to what you are saying, Shenard, when you talk about Trent Williams, when you talk about Kittle, when you talk about Debo, and so on and so forth, going to the defense as well, how long do we have with this much talent? At some point, we can't break the bank, but also Father Time is going to catch up. How long will Trent be the best left tackle in football? How long will we have Brock Purdy on a discount deal where we can pay 2 wide receivers, a tight end, and a running back? So for me, it's all about the window. Right now, the window is wide open. I don't care if we rip it out of the frame. I don't care if we pick it. We got to step through that window and go ahead and get our jewelry.
I like that, Clay. I like that a lot. I like that a lot. That's open.
Like that.
P, what you got?
You got something, P?
I mean, I can't follow that, Clay. I like that though. That was real talk. Because we don't have long. We're not going to keep these players, together that long. Everybody want money. Everybody want to get their deal. Everybody want to get that paycheck so they can go ahead and retire. So while we got them together, like we this is our time. Like every year we say it's our time, but when you finally can see it, like we on both sides of the ball, offense and defense is really clicking. We just looking for our defense that we know to get in the backfield to eat. I mean, it might not happen. We might just have to play cover and knock down passes, interception, make tackles, and just win the game that way.
And I think something that also is overlooked is not only the players that we could lose, but the coaches that we've been losing. The general managers, whether they're assistant general managers or videotaping coordinators and things like that. Our coaching tree, our staff is getting plucked yearly. So how long do we have that much talent? You see what the talent has done in different situations. I mean, Houston is a prime example. We had head coach caliber defensive coordinator down in Miami. They offense put up 70 points this year. So it's not only about the
Houston
players.
offensive coordinator came from us too, Bobby Slovic.
Absolutely,
Right.
absolutely. And I'm just giving just a few examples, but it's not only about the players. Our organization has been phenomenal these last few years, man. So barring the injuries, I put our roster up against anybody these last 5-6 years.
Yep. Brian, what you got?
I think the stories. Obviously, the main one is going to be about 2019. I was there at the game 2019. It's something that I'll never forget. I talk about it all the time. I've never watched that game. I've only seen the highlights. I probably still will not watch that game, even though we're about to play them again. But I think even though the media is going to be talking about 2019, 2019 doesn't matter. It's like a lifetime ago. It was a team ago, quarterback ago, receivers ago. Debo was a baby. Bosa was a baby. I mean, like, it's a totally different team. We have an offense now. So if it does become a shootout, we can score with Mahomes. I think it's totally different, even though they're going to talk about 19. I don't think 2019 matters. Two stories I think that we need to talk about more, and he doesn't get enough credit, is when are we going to start talking about Kyle Shanahan being an all-time great coach?
He got to win
4
it
out of
first.
5 last NFC Championship games,
He got to
offensive coordinator, Super Bowl. He got to get one. I
He
think
got
this
to win
is
one.
the year we're going to get it.
He got to win one because of the fact he's also known for the biggest collapse in the Super Bowl with the Atlanta Falcons as well. So this win can start to erase some of that history, but he has to win one for. We start talking about the best. But go ahead, second one, Brad. I'm sorry.
Correct, but I think we got to start talking about him, his greatness, how he. I mean, he's a great coach.
It's gonna come.
I like the fact that he's young, and we'll have him for a long time. And the other thing is this: it's Brock Purdy, bro. In this story, of fact of Mr. Irrelevant about to win a Super Bowl.
Yeah.
I mean, he's gonna win the Super Bowl. He's gonna be Mr. Irrelevant. He's gonna win the Super Bowl. We're gonna win the Super Bowl this year,
MVP,
and I think
that's cool.
I think it's gonna start the conversation of, because I've had this conversation, like, why would you pay somebody like Dak $60 million? Then you can't put people around him, and your team only goes to the wild card division round. Why? Why would you pay a quarterback that much money? I would never allocate. I mean, at least somebody like him. Now, Mahomes, I'll give it to.
Yeah.
But Mahomes understands his greatness and he wants to win, so he takes less money to put more pieces around him. But I think those are the conversations that we need to have, or gonna have, and what should be happening. But I really want to start putting Kyle Shanahan to the forefront. Dude is a great coach. Kyle is a great coach, bro.
Because as great as he is, sometimes he gets in his own way. And it feels like he's so smart, he overthinks it at times. I think that Super Bowl for us was an indicator of that. And I agree with Shenard. You can't be considered one of the greatest of all time with no Super Bowls. You at least got to have one, maybe two, to be in the same room as some of the greats. You're talking about Bill Belichick got 6. Now, people can say they all with Tom Brady, but nonetheless, he got 6.
He got 6, right?
Yeah.
You got to get one.
6.
You got to get one.
6. I
think this is the year, man. I don't see us not.
They don't think this is the year. We already won it. I keep telling you that. We already
got
won
the best. We got the best quarterback. We got the best quarterback leading our team too.
Hey,
so hey, let's
don't give me that fake love, man. Listen, don't give me that fake love. Listen, we sounding out, man. Listen, last minute shout outs. Listen, I can't wait to the 8th. I fly to Vegas. Whistle's gonna be on deck. So if you're gonna be in Vegas, make sure you hit our inbox on Instagram or Facebook. Let us know where you're gonna be. Let us know you're gonna be out there. And listen, I'm bringing 300 whistles. You gonna listen?
Shit.
Yeah, we're gonna bring 300 whistles, but you better tap in beforehand. If you don't tap in beforehand,
and you gotta be following, and you gotta be tagging us.
That part.
Shout out to my boy Monty. Like I said, Monty is
don't
whistle
forget to
game.
share.
My man in Jersey blowing that whistle. DB Jersey blowing that whistle. We're blowing that whistle. That's all you got, Noah?
That's all I got, man. I'll be in Vegas. We'll be on Thursday. Y'all check me out then. I have my energy back up. I just came here to defend Brock Purdy, the best quarterback in the league right now. We finna dethrone this my home champ and figure it out that way. But yeah, I just come in. I can't wait to get in the bed. I've been waiting on this all night, but boy, I ain't got no more energy. I promise.
Hey,
Listen,
I'm right. Hey, I feel you though.
for everybody in Charlotte, Columbia, shit, even Atlanta. Shout out to Quay and the boys, but Charlotte we about to put on a major Super Bowl party. Stay tuned. Details coming out in the next few days. These next 2 weeks leading up to the Super Bowl, we're gonna have some really special guests working on two former players coming on the show. I'm sure we'll have Hella Fitted come back on. I know the Locked In Radio DJs are going to come on, talk about the events in Vegas that they have going on that was already announced. So
that I'm MCing.
Stay tuned. We're gonna have a special
I'm MCing.
We're gonna have a special
Vegas,
Outside Boy episode with all the Outside Boys, and we'll get into the original and how the whistles became about and became a thing for Charlotte and how we've taken it to this. I mean, so just stay tuned. Make sure you're listening. Make sure you subscribe to us. Make sure you just reach out if you got any questions. Like I said, we don't mind having guests on. So if you want to come on and talk football with us, just reach out to us. Let us know you want to come on the show. And if we don't have any guests coming on that day or whatever, we'll fit you in, get you on the episode. Clay, you said you want to say something?
Yeah, I just want to give a shout out to Youngstown, Ohio. That is where Eddie DeBartolo is from. My hometown. That's how I became a Niner fan. So salute to Youngstown, Ohio.
That's what's up.
Respect, baby. Respect.
Other than that, everybody stay safe, stay faithful, as we are the faithfuls. And we about to bring home 6 in 2 weeks, man. It's such an exciting time. Jesus.
Yes,
we are here.
Sir.
So yeah, stay tuned. More episodes and stuff coming soon. Praise.